Do not buy your e-bike from Amazon. I don't care how good the price looks. It could be the most expensive mistake you've ever made. And I'm not just talking about wasting money. I'm talking about safety, reliability, and getting stuck with zero support when things go wrong. Today, we're breaking down exactly why Amazon is one of the most dangerous places to buy an e-bike. And it's just not about the money you could lose, from fake reviews to unsafe batteries, from disappearing sellers to warranties that aren't worth the paper they're written on. Amazon's marketplace is a minefield for e-bike buyers. I'm going to walk you through the real risks, the tactics sellers use to fool you, and the horror stories I've heard from riders who learned this lesson the hard way. And I'll give you the safer ways to buy an e-bike so you don't become the next victim. But before we dive in, let's roll the intro. All right, so let me talk to you about some of the main points that I did on my research for this video. So number one of why not to buy from an e-bike from Amazon, not anything else, I'm saying an e-bike, fake reviews and manipulated ratings. So Amazon's review system is a playground for sellers who want to buy their way to the top. Some listings have hundreds of glowing 5-star reviews that disappear once Amazon catches on because they were fake. Sellers use giveaways, discounts, or even bots to push their ratings up. Those stars don't tell you how the bike actually rides. They tell you how good is the seller at gaming the system. Also, if a bike, an e-bike, has 0 reviews or a brand new seller with no track record, that's a red flag too. New listings can be legit, but on a marketplace flooded with fake or manipulated feedback, no reviews means no proof of the product or that the seller delivers. Okay, so number 2, there's no real accountability. On Amazon, most e-bike sellers are third-party merchants that you've never heard of. There's no local dealers, no real headquarters you can walk into. If something goes wrong, you're dealing with a seller who can simply stop responding. Some even shut down their Amazon storefront and pop back up under a different name. Common trap, guys? Many buyers assume Amazon will take care of me like usual. But with third-party sellers, you're typically routed to the seller first. Only after that, you can try Amazon's A to C warranty, which has eligibility rules and timelines. It's not the same as Amazon's easy, instant store returns for items sold by Amazon. Number 3, shady or worthless warranties. Plenty of Amazon listings brag about 1-year warranty, but here's the fine print. You pay shipping, sometimes all the way back to China, and that detail is often buried. Once the bike's been ridden, even just once, many sellers refuse returns entirely. So here's a reality check for you. Amazon often directs third-party issues back to the seller and only steps in via A to C if certain conditions are met. And returns for hazardous materials like lithium-ion batteries are restricted, which can complicate or block a normal return altogether. Number 4, safety risks, meaning no UL certification. Many Amazon e-bikes skip the UL 2849 and the UL 2271 certification entirely. That means there's no independent proof the electrical system is safe from overheating, short circuits, or fires. When you combine cheap batteries with no oversight, you're gambling with your safety. Important, some listings claim UL certified, but the only way to make sure is to verify on UL's official database, so Product IQ. Mislabeling happens online. Don't rely on a logo on JPEG. Look it up by company name or model. Jurisdictions like New York City have pushed UL compliance into law because of rising lithium-ion battery fires, a signal of how serious this is. I have seen so many e-bikes pretending and playing. They'll just put something like, UL listed to gain your trust, and all of them are counting on you not checking, not double checking, because I don't think anybody does. But I've been seeing this very shady practice over and over and over again. Number 5, low quality components. So on Amazon, full suspension might mean a $10 spring that bottoms out on its first pothole. Brakes? Sometimes, they're mechanical discs on a 70-pound e-bike, barely adequate for stopping, especially on downhills. Frames can be untested knockoffs of other brands, and controllers or motors often run hotter than they should. Why this matters? Poorly made batteries and electronics have been tied to rising fire incidents nationwide, with New York City publishing some of the clearest data. That's why independent safety certification and reputable sourcing matter so much. Number 6, parts and service nightmare. If your motor fails, if your display dies, or your battery stops holding a charge, you're often on your own. These resellers rarely stock spare parts, and good luck finding a mechanic to work on a brand they've never heard of, especially when replacement parts take months to arrive or just can't be found at all. Now guys, there's a caveat and an exception, okay? So there's trustworthy e-bike brands that you can find on Amazon, but most likely they also have their own sites, okay? So not every Amazon e-bike is sketchy. These brands maintain official Amazon stores and also standalone websites. So you can cross-check specs, policies, and support before buying. So some examples of these reputable companies that do both are King Bull. So they have their Amazon brand store, plus their full official site with specs, policies, and direct support. Another one, eBike. This is a very established direct-to-consumer brand with an official Amazon store and a full website, warranty, support, and manuals. Another brand, VeloWave. Again, official Amazon store, and they have a robust website and published warranty terms. Iahora, official Amazon store presence plus a dedicated US website. Some models are very high power though, so we still need to verify safety claims for those. Cyrusher, official Amazon stores and a global website. Cross-check specs and policies, of course, on their site. I think Engwe is too. I haven't checked for Engwe. And there's another. Guys, I'm gonna go back to giving you the caution about the UL certifications, all right? Some listings claim UL certified without giving a certificate number. Always, always, always verify on UL Product IQ. Okay, so for instance, Tutio's product pages use UL certification language. Do your own verification before you buy. So do not trust a logo alone. So many companies are trying to scam customers with those. I'll give you a little example. So I just made, if you've been following my channel, I just posted a full expose on Tutio. And I'm saying there that, I call them out for using the UL listing in both their Amazon listings and their website. And so guess what happened? The day after I posted that video, they came on my email. They sent me another fake and cease and desist letter, you know, like threatening legal action and all of this, like legal jargon and stuff. But I could tell it's fake. You know, it's not coming from a real attorney and a certified mail, right? That's how a legal letter would arrive. And I told them, you know, I replied right away. So they were threatening me and they were telling me, oh, you need to take that video down in 48 hours. If not, we'll proceed with like legal proceedings and blah, blah, blah. I was like, okay. I'm like, give me. Oh, but the only thing they were fighting me against was the UL certifications. I said other things. I mean, their terrible customer service, their quality control issues. They didn't fight me for any of that because like they know that's all true and it's out in public. But about their UL certification, I was like, okay, give me your UL product certificate number. And then, you know, give it to prove to me that you do have this UL certification. And then I'll make a correction video saying that you do have it and it's proven. Guess what, guys? Crickets. So they don't have it. And there's so many companies doing that. It's fraud and it's infuriating because it plays on your safety. Now, let me tell you about some of the hidden costs and return traps. Some Amazon e-bikes look cheap up front, but if something goes wrong, return shipping can cost anywhere between $200 to $400 because of size, plus hazmat fees for batteries. I don't think anybody thinks about this kind of things. Some sellers deduct restocking fees even if you return within the allowed period. Many sellers also list free shipping on purchase, but make you pay full freight back on returns, even if the bike arrived defective. And like I said, like a lot of these don't have warehouses in the United States. They're operating from thousands of miles away in China. And that's the truth about buying e-bikes from Amazon. It's a mixed bag. But if you don't know how to spot the traps, you could end up with a pile of headaches instead of a ride that you love and that it's reliable. So we've talked about fake reviews, disappearing sellers, shady warranties, no UL certification, bargain bin components, and brands you can trust if you still want to shop there. Now, I want to hear from you. If you've ever bought an e-bike from Amazon, tell me what happened. Was it a win or a disaster? And drop the names of brands you want me to review next, whether they're Amazon only or big direct-to-consumer names. Your comments help shape these videos, and your stories could save someone else from making the same mistake. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button so more riders see it, subscribe if you haven't already, and ring the bell so you are notified every time I post a new video. I'll be back with more honest reviews, industry red flags, and the brands that deserve your money and the ones that don't. Ride safe, shop smart, and keep your hard-earned cash out of the wrong hands. And always remember, whatever you're doing, happy riding! Stay safe. Cha-na-na-na-na-na-na-na.